The lawyers are said to have finalised the details of their appeal, and the Supreme Court is expected to meet tomorrow. What do you think the chances are now of saving your father?
I'm not losing hope, as I've said before on different occasions, but the situation looks very grim. I believe that the Supreme Court will follow an old procedure it has adopted, which is to pretend to be fair, to give us time to argue the case and dismiss all arguments. I believe they may accept the application, but shoot it down. They will not review the sentence, I believe.
Would you concede that at the moment there appears in fact to be very little unrest in Pakistan over the imminent execution of your father?
There is little unrest. First of all, thousands of his supporters have been arrested. There have been large-scale arrests. Troops have been called from the border regions. Border patrol units have been called. Security measures are truly overwhelming, truly oppressive. And I believe people are also in a state of shock. So for these reasons, there has not been any widespread agitation. There have been small incidences, and there have been bomb blasts and subversion. But this situation cannot last forever. If it is quiet, it is the silence of a graveyard, or the silence of a boiling pot, or a time bomb. These things you can't call dates for agitation or civil wars. After all, how did it come about in Iran today? You know, in 1 year's time, what happened before? There are certain factors which you cannot conceive, which will contribute to an explosion.
Shah, what are your own feelings at the moment as you face the possibility of your father's execution on Thursday?
Well, I have hope that the Supreme Court will take the right course. And I hope General Zia does bow down to the international pressure and uses his mind in a clear manner. But if he does not, then I fear very grave consequences for Pakistan.
What are your personal feelings, though?
Well, feelings for a son which he has for a father. If he's hung, naturally I will feel very sorry that they've hung him. They've murdered him. They haven't just given justice. They've murdered him on false charges. And that will make my blood boil, and I will go back to Pakistan and take revenge with my brothers in Pakistan.
Would you both return to Pakistan under those circumstances?
In one form or another, we will return when the time is right.
No, we are not going to appeal for clemency.
Why not?
Well, my father is not guilty. A man who is not guilty should not appeal for something he has not done. Why should he go crawling up to a man who he appointed and appeal for something he has not done? He's an honorable man. He was not going to do that.
But you're saying, in fact, that you're prepared to see him hang.
Well, it is my father's wish not to appeal. My father would rather hang than appeal for something he has not done. He has served the people, and if that's what's the reward for serving the people, then that's the reward he's going to accept.
What do you think the chances are of a reprieve?
Well, I hope with all the international pressure that we're going to try to put on them, and all the countries that are putting pressure on the government of General Zia, that General Zia will realize how important it is for reprieval.
If your father does hang, what do you think this will mean in Pakistan?
Civil war, a very bloody civil war. It's going to be, people are going to go out in the streets, they're going to demonstrate, the military is going to try to suppress it. They're most probably going to use bullets, and we're going to use bullets right back at them. It's going to be very bloody. And it's the youth, all the young people of Pakistan, the students, the peasants, they won't need any mobilization. It's going to be spontaneous, and they're going to revolt because it's their leader who is going to be hung. It is their father who is going to be hung. There was always a hope for the people of Pakistan, and when the hope is being hung, the people go out.